She's got quite a bit of history behind her with her stable name, and Charles C. Canty is going to take us back now for a look at the connections of Go for Juan, today's favorite.
The yellow and purple silks of Christiana stables have been prominent on the American racing scene for over 50 years. It was in 1937 that the late Harry Lunger and his wife, Jane du Pont Lunger, played a large part in getting racing in Delaware and subsequently purchased their first horse named Brooke. That undistinguished runner never beat a single horse during his career, but in years since, Christiana colors have been carried to the winner's circles by 35 stakes winners, 24 of them homebreds. One of the best was Obeah, a two-time winner of the Delaware Handicap who earned more than $387,000. At age 22, Obeah foaled Go for Juan, who continued the tradition as last year's 2-year-old filly champion. Is currently the terror of the sophomore distaff set. Her trainer is Billy Badgett, and he is understandably proud of his filly's association with past greatness.
At this stage of the game, as far as the Christiana fillies, I'd have to say she's among the top of the band of fillies they've had, and that's quite an honor to be there, I think. As far as the other fillies go, she's been mentioned in the forum as being compared with Personal Ensign and Ruffian, and that's really quite an honor to even be categorized with those class of fillies.
Go for Juan has earned those accolades with 2 very easy victories this year. Most recently over the previously undefeated Sharon in the Ashland Stakes at Keeneland. It was a victory that altered Badgett's immediate plans for his still improving champion.
It just seems to me that she gets better after every race. It's kind of hard to say that she's going to do that, actually, but her first 2 races this year have absolutely taken nothing out of her whatsoever. And that's one of the reasons why we decided to go to the Oaks. And we were going to skip the Oaks and go to the Acorn. But after the Ashland, she cooled out in 20 minutes. The next day at the barn, she was bucking and playing like it was just a workout for her. And so we decided might as well keep her going while the going's good.
Well, another good reason to seize the day for Billy Badgett and Go for Juan is the fact that today's thunderstorms have left this track very sloppy, which is a surface she relishes. 3 of her 5 victories have come over off track. So today's weather was certainly to the delight of her owner, Mrs. Jane Lunger. Now, Mrs. Lunger, when a filly is this dominant over her own sex, the obvious temptation is to try the colts, to run her in the Kentucky Derby tomorrow. She'd look like Winning Colors go into the post. Were you tempted?
No, not really. I'll tell you, I feel she's got 2 good years of racing against the fillies and mares, and then when she goes to the nursery, oh boy, she can have all the colts she wants, and good ones.
I'm sure she'll enjoy that. We also have to ask you, a lot of your horses' names have been named after the occult. Can we ask you again to explain Go for Juan's name?
I'd love to tell you. In Jamaica, where we had a house, if you put your OB on somebody, it's very bad luck. Then you must go for wand, and I have a wand here. But I didn't name her. A good friend of mine named her, and I think it's a brilliant name, Go for Juan.
Fits well with Salem Witching Hour, all of those.
That's right.
Best of luck today.
Thank you so much.
Good luck with this filly in the future. Jane Lunger, some of the most mischievous and bright eyes in thoroughbred racing. Meanwhile, back to Chris.
Thank you, Charles. Open mind. The 2-horse, here is the champion. Go for Juan from Christiana Stables, a Cripps Award-winning juvenile filly. Never gone off higher than 3-2. She's being held right now at 2-5. Good on the off track. Last 2 wins, in fact, on muddy racetracks. Randy Ramel ridden her in every one of her victories. And of course,
this filly here, Go for Juan, big strapping daughter of deputy minister. Now, today, how she's going to win is really the question. Will she go for the lead? Will she relax? She's very versatile. She can do both. In the Ashland Stakes down at Keeneland, the pace just never really materialized. She sort of galloped along, and then Randy said, well, I think we better go on to the lead now, and off she went. He can really sit back and wait and see how it develops and use her in most any way he would like. She certainly can handle the track. The question with her today is this is her 3rd start in 24 days. No matter how easily she's winning, she has to put something into those races. If she's got an Achilles heel, that could be the only one today. Chris?
Now that Cajun rider, Randy Romero, had a smile on his face when I asked him, Randy, any comparisons with the great unbeaten filly Personal Ensign? Just a big smile and said, awfully close, awfully close. Dave Johnson?
Well, I'm looking at anything that can finish 2nd or 3rd if you get the triple. I just can't see that the number 2 horse, Go for Juan, can be beaten. So I'm looking